Hello there, it's miles per hour, and I'm doing another Ramble video. The last one I did seemed to be pretty good, so I decided to do another one. This one is going to be on the DLC characters that I have in mind for Smash Ultimate, so I'm just going to flash on screen what I thought about the Direct. Long story short, I am very happy with what we're going to get in December, and all the salt that was there, it's all gone. I mean, it's been a week, what? So, it's alright. So yeah, here's what I think about all this stuff, and yeah. Alright, with that out of the way, here are some of the characters I thought about for this DLC pass. Pretty good price, by the way. It'd be better than buying all of them individually, like most DLC. So, out of all the characters that could be DLC with this game, there's only one who I honestly think is a shoo-in, and I'd be shocked not to see them, and that would be Bandana D. Hat Goomba is over, and that makes me so happy. That was such a dumb argument for people who probably have never played Kirby. And if you have played Kirby and didn't want Bandana D, you know what? Fine. You probably want someone like Marks or Darocha. If the Smash roster runs out to me, I'd rather have Darocha than Bandana D. But with that being said, Bandana D is precious. He is the fourth important Kirby character now. Like, if Goombario was introduced in like Mario World and became the official fourth character in Mario, then heck yeah, I'd want him in Smash. I don't really see the problem. And he's kind of already has a moveset that's made for him with recent Kirby games. Like, it would just be really easy. For music, just some more Kirby tracks. I always like hearing the soundtracks of these games, and for a stage, I think the idea of maybe a Robobot stage would be cool. And if not Robobot, then I guess a Star Ally stage could work too. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. This seems like a really easy character for them to make. And I can't see why Nintendo themselves would not make this, since Nintendo's the one who's coming out with the roster this time, and Sakurai's just working with these suggestions. So, yeah, I think this would work out really well. Next on my list, I have Dixie Kong. I don't think spirits actually mean anything in the long run. I see spirits like I see trophies. You know how in Smash 4, Mewtwo and Lucas were trophies before they were DLC? Well, I think that could apply with Dixie Kong. And this time she could be an original character instead of an Echo like people wanted her to be. And let's see, I could see her use her hair a lot more. Maybe a bubblegum pop gun, stuff like that. And we could get a tropical freeze stage in music with that too. That would actually be really cool to see. And as a bonus, or I guess not since no one actually likes the character, maybe Kiddy Kong could be a part of her moveset? Or maybe even have a tag team thing so we could have all the protagonists in Donkey Kong Country together? I'm not too sure, since no one actually wants to remember Kiddy Kong, and heck, he doesn't even have his own spirit, he's just a part of Dixie Kong's. But I don't know, if Kiddy Kong was a part of it, he could be like a mini Donkey Kong, I guess? And if he's knocked out, then like Dixie Kong would just be another version of Diddy Kong? I don't know, this seems like a character I'd probably want to make a concept on. I'll make a note of that. Alright, next I have the Square Reps. And this has been a lot to think about. You see, what was so funny about this character, this company, before the Smash Direct happened is that I was so sure, so positive that Gino was going to be in the base roster. Since Sakurai said he wanted him, the Mii costume, the everything. He doesn't have a spirit, but he does have an icon, and like I said, neither really rules him out. And if Nintendo's choosing him, I don't know if that makes or breaks his chances. On one hand, I think all the deals with Gino is already worked out. The Sakurai can use his likeness and whatever, and he'd probably not be too expensive to make him like the Final Fantasy stuff in Smash 4. But on the other hand, Gino is kind of an obscure character nowadays. Only his hardcore American fans really do care about him, even though he represents a good time with Nintendo and Square were like all buddy. They're buddy now, but like during the PlayStation days, that was a bit of a mess. So I don't know. I guess Gino could still be in there to represent, hey, things are all better with Nintendo and Square now. I don't know. So not only is that kind of stopping his chances, Sora from Kingdom Hearts could stop his chances too. I was about to say Final Fantasy, no. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out really soon, looking great by the way. And Sora is a very, very popular character that a lot of people would recognize compared to Gino. I would not be upset about that, and I love Kingdom Hearts, and him being in Smash would be great, and I'm pretty sure Disney and everyone there does not mind his inclusion. So, if that's the case, I'd be happy with that. I'm just curious if like Disney would be in the credits of Smash Ultimate, and would there be Disney stuff like a Mickey spirit or something? I doubt that they'd have spirits for the Disney characters. They probably have spirits for the organization or Riku, something like that. And they replaced the Mickey keychain with the crown keychain instead. So if they work that out, then yeah. And if not Sora or Gino, then I honestly believe Slime has a very good chance of being in Smash, especially after Piranha Plant. Like said, generic enemy characters don't matter anymore, and Dragon Quest is one of the biggest things in Japan ever. I mean, I know some Dragon Quest fans would rather have Erdrick, the main character in one of the first, like the first Dragon Quest game, but Slime is a lot more well known. So seeing him as a playable character, well, or whatever, like it could probably transform a different version of Slime and like become a King Slime for his final Smash. All that's written for this moveset, so it would honestly make a lot of sense for Dragon Quest to join Smash 2, since it's a really big franchise anyways, both in the West and especially in the East. So if that happens, I wouldn't be upset. I'd just be a little confused and then happy to play as them. Next, I have Namco. I'm sick of Namco only having one rep, when Capcom and Konami have their 3. Sega has their 2, even though Bayonetta is kind of a gray area for me. And like I said, people are still clamoring for more Square characters, but Namco's kind of left in the dust. So I think it's one or the other with these characters, either Heihachi or Lloyd, because both of them were Mii costumes and very popular and well requested. Sakurai considered Heihachi in Smash 4, but couldn't make him work, and I don't think he'd take notes from PlayStation All-Stars now because that game is a disgrace. Even if I do want a sequel, low-key want to see a sequel for that game. I'm kidding. Probably not. But no. I love Tekken, and like seeing Heihachi versus Ryu and Ken would not be the worst sight ever. It'd be pretty amazing. I'm curious just how he could implement his moveset like that. If not Heihachi, then we could have Lloyd Irving. Tales of Symphonia is pretty popular, and Lloyd was really, really popular during the like post-Brawl, pre-Smash 4 days. So if any Tales fans would love to see Lloyd, I would not mind either. I've only played this game for a few hours, but I need to get back in that game. And it's fine, like, probably one of their Mii costumes will return. Or maybe both of them, I have no idea. Next, I have Banjo-Kazooie. Now, I'm recording this right after the Xbox Expo, which was trash, by the way, because they didn't show Banjo-Kazooie, even though there were hints of 3D. I'm not going to get into that. So, if Nintendo is choosing these characters, then if Banjo-Kazooie is on their list, that means that maybe Banjo-Kazooie could be in like the N64 Classic, I guess. Because I feel like an N64 collection would not be complete without Banjo-Kazooie or Tooie, because they're not gonna put Conker in there. Killer Instinct, nah. So, like, of course they'd probably put Donkey Kong Country in there, not Country, 64, but since they're already working with Rare, I think they should probably get Banjo-Kazooie also. And this would be pretty good promotion, because not only would you get Banjo-Kazooie for the N64, but for Smash. Like, it just kind of be a good deal. So I definitely want this character to happen, just as long as Microsoft plays nice, and they have been for a little bit, so hopefully that could happen. Next, I have Crash Bandicoot. I want to see Crash with the prospect of seeing some of gaming's biggest mascots just in the same game together. I doubt Crash would be on the top of Nintendo's list, but I think there's a lot of potential for him. I'm gonna make this one quick, but yeah, like Crash would just seem like a pretty good fit to see next to Mario and Sonic, honestly. It'd be the 90s all over again, especially when he's with Cloud. Next I have Rayman. It's weird that Rayman is in Smash already, especially since he has that trophy in Smash 4, both versions. And Ubisoft has been really close with Nintendo. I honestly did expect Rayman to be in Smash Ultimate as an assist trophy, but that didn't happen, so I think this is a good chance for him to be playable. I myself have not played many Rayman games. I've only played like a few minutes of Origins and like the Raving Rabbids games, don't kill me. So I don't know what kind of moveset he could have. I guess that's some research I gotta do. But I'm not gonna doubt Sakurai's creative talents because, well, Piranha Plant. So I think Rayman could be really interesting, probably really floaty too. So I could definitely get behind Rayman. It will make a lot of people happy. Next I have Shantae, as I said before, if spirits don't mean anything. Then Shantae would be a really good fit, especially since she has that kind of history with Nintendo with the Game Boy Color. I think a lot of Japanese audiences will like her too, even though she's American made, but yeah, they could probably do something really interesting with her moveset, make her really technical with her dances. And there's a campaign for her right now, and I could definitely get behind that too. Even though, like, I have a lot of characters on this list, not just 5, obviously. But Shantae I would be really happy to see. Next, Tails. So the Dream of Shadow is gone, and that made me sad for a few minutes, but that's fine because Miles Per Hour is promoting Miles Per Hour. I'm sorry. Tails would actually be really cool. We could have Sonic's Luigi in Smash with him. It would be Tails' like first combated appearance in a while, ever since like Sonic 06, I think. Maybe one of the Olympics games, but yeah, I think Tails definitely deserves to be in Smash. And like, it makes me glad Shadow is still an assist trophy, so Tails could probably get the spotlight as the next Sonic character. I think he'd be a perfect character too. He'd be fast, not as fast as Sonic, but still really fast. Probably be amazing in the air. Yeah, I could honestly really want Tails a lot. Alright, these next two characters is me thinking about if Nintendo wants to promote their mobile stuff. So I had the Prince of Dragalia Lost, or you did. I only played a little bit of Dragalia Lost 2. I really need to play more games. But then again, I'm a busy college student, even though it's an app, so I can just play this while I'm on the toilet. Anyways. I like the art style and kind of a lot of things about Dragalia Lost, and I could definitely... I wouldn't mind him, especially since we need that other gold anime boy in our lives, since Isaac got disconfirmed. Rest in peace. My only problem with him is the fact that he'd kind of be redundant, since he can turn to a dragon, and Korra does too. So having two shape-shifting dragon anime characters would be a little much for some people. So next I have Catalina from Grand Blue. I did not know about this character until Billy Bo's video. He didn't know about her either. Not many people would know about this character, which is why like her inclusion would not be the best for people, anyone really, except for the people who's played Grand Blue, which is not much. But I guess that's why they put her in Smash. For those who don't know, I only read about her for a little bit, but from what I've seen of her, she must be a princess. Don't kill me if I'm wrong, but like I said, she's from this out game Grand Blue. She has water and ice attacks, and I think that could actually be really interesting for a moveset. She uses her rapier, so she can do a lot more stabbing motions, different from other sword fighters. So I could definitely like get used to Catalina. I really like her design. She has a pretty elegant design. Alright, next I have Jibanyan from Yokai Watch. My dreams of Agumon versus Pikachu will never happen, so Jibanyan's the closest thing to that. I would not mind one of the Pokemon rivals being in Smash, especially for how big Jiban, Yan, and Yokai Watch is. Like, it was kind of popular in the US and blew up in Japan. So Jibanyan being in Smash would actually not be that bad of a fit. He could definitely use that Pause of Fury attack really well. Probably be weak, but I guess that's the point. And we could get some cool spirits, and spirits and yokai, that's a perfect fit. It would make me want to play Yokai Watch some more. I haven't played much Yokai Watch either. And like I said, the matchup between Jibanyan and Pikachu would not be the worst thing ever. Next I have Steve from Minecraft. This is both a good thing and a bad thing for me. Bad thing because Minecraft cringed at the same time. More kids would want to buy Steve because he's well known. It would take me back to middle school when I actually liked Minecraft. And since Microsoft and Nintendo would want to play nice, and though it could probably be Banjo who would join him too. Oh man, I can also see a Minecraft stage happen in the future, and even a Steve costume for a Mii Fighter. I mean, if Steve's in, that'd be cool. Like, he is a big part of gaming, even though some people don't want to admit that. And I don't think there's anything else to say, but if Minecraft's in, oh well, it'd be kind of nostalgic for me. Last but not least, I have Joker from Persona 5. Now, I've been playing a lot of Persona 5 and I like it. Now, for those who don't know, Joker has appeared in the Nintendo console, Persona Q2 for the 3DS, and the Persona 5 team said it's possible for it to be on Switch. So I think what would be cool is if Nintendo announced Persona 5 for the Switch, and Joker would have a Smash trailer with that. And half of me just wants Joker in because of how amazing the soundtrack for Persona 5 is. Just the main battle theme is one of my favorite music tracks ever, honestly. He could use a lot of dagger moves, especially with a Persona. Maybe even have Switch Personas. I definitely think they'd want Jack Frost since he's kind of the mascot of Persona. And it would get a lot of people into the Persona series, especially since it's like Persona 5's just blown up really well, especially. So here's hoping to how good this DLC could be. And as you can tell, I'm a little sick. So even if I don't get any of these characters, I would still be really happy with what we have because Smash Ultimate just has an outstanding roster. So, like I said, here's hoping to a good roster, good future. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.